Hi friends, welcome to our channel. In this video, I'm going to present you a poem, A Plea for India, class 10. So the poem is available in textbook page number 198 and 199. Let's try to understand this poem briefly. Okay, the title of the poem is A Plea for India. The author is not known, so we don't know who wrote this poem. Okay, let's look at this. The first lines are, we Indians are proud to be strong nation. We Indians are proud to be strong nations. We are a strong nation and we can be proud because we are the strong nation. So we are the strong nation because we have a number of people, lots of religions, lots of castes, and we are proud to be Indian because there are Hindus, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Islam, Christianity, and there are many religions. And the castes, number of hundreds of castes in our country, but still we are strong, we are united, and so we are proud to be Indians. And if you look at the next lines, our roots we declare cannot be shaken. It's not easy to be shaken, the foundations of India, because we have a tradition, we have a culture which is very strong. Moreover, we have a tolerance. We can tolerate anyone. The Muslims came to India, the Britishers came to India, they occupied, they ruled our country, but still we are the same. So nothing can shake our country. So we cannot be shaken. The roots are very strong. And then why these fights which leave us in poor plight? So plight means a difficult situation or a sad situation. But still we are strong. We are strong. We have great culture. We have great tradition which respect everyone. We respect any religion, any caste, and we respect any foreigner who comes here. But still there are some ignorant people. Ignorance is there. So they don't know how to handle the situation. They don't know how to respect others. That is really bringing our country into a most saddest situations. So because of that, there are some conflicts based on religion, conflicts based on region, and the conflicts based on caste. So the poet is asking, so why these fights which leave us in poor plight? Irrespective of region, forget the caste. So the poet is asking, requesting the people to forget about the regions, forget about the caste, forget about the religions. So we are from different backgrounds, but we are all one because we are all Indians. And the next one is, which makes us lose our charm. So if you don't forget the religion, region, caste, do you know what happened? That will take away the beauty of India. The India is beautiful because we have different cultures, different traditions, different religions, different backgrounds. So that's why so we are still a beautiful country. Okay, so next thing is, let's ignore the selfish call of each region. The poet is asking, requesting people to forget all the selfish regions, selfish motives, and all these selfish things. And be like a little kids. The little kids will forget everything. They fight, for example, and immediately within 2-3 minutes they make friends. They behave as if they never fought But so here the poet is asking, let's ignore. We all do it. What we do it? We ignore the selfish call of each region. The regions, different regions have different movements. The India has a number of separate state movements. Forget all these things. Let's ignore the selfish motives. And then what we need to do is, and listen for once to the call of the nation. So the most important thing is the nation, not the state, not the region, not the religion, not anything, but the country. Listen to the country's call, nation's call. That's very important. Why do we spend our time bickering when so many tasks need finishing? Do you know, bickering means argue about things that are not important. Why do we argue about which are not important things when so many tasks are needed? What are the so many tasks? Lot of things are there. Lot of problems are there. But the parliament is a place for arguing unnecessary things which do not help the people. Okay, so that's why the poet is asking you stop arguing all this nonsense about all this nonsense. Next thing is, don't we have better things to do than indulge in creating problems anew? This is also a question. The poet directly asking us, don't we have better things to do? Instead of these stupid things, instead of these things, don't you have better things to do than indulging and involving yourself in creating problems anew? Why do you create problems but do better things? So there are many things. We have family, we have financial issues, we have education, career, attitude, artistic, public service. Do you know, lot of things are there. Can't you focus on those things? So next is also, this is also a question. Is all this violence needed with the people being cheated? Is it necessary? Is the violence needed? So, with the people being cheated, the people are being cheated. You stop this nonsense. It doesn't help the people. Who will return this son if you fight? Do you know? As a child, if you fight together, if something happens, who will return the son whom she loves return? Mothers love the children a lot, and when they indulge in stupid things, if they lose their lives, and who will bring them back? The mother cries, the family cries, the family become a saddest family. So let's look at the other lines. Who will bring back his brother whose ashes still go together? Do you know who will bring back his brother? If a brother dies, who will bring back his brother? Do you know? This is a miserable condition to fight for unnecessary things and losing them. And this is a stupid thing, and we need to remember. Where has all the love gone which resided in the heart of all? People love others, but they have loved ones, but where is that love? The poet is asking. And there is no reason to be proud. Do you know? So look at the ugly picture of India. The India has a poverty. India is crying. India is really troubling itself because of poverty, unemployment, etc. The children are unwanted, and the children left alone. So many children are born to unmarried couple, and some children are being killed when they are just born as a girl. So what is there to be proud? There is no reason to be proud. Okay? And the next lines, look at it. And be an iCloud. We have to go a long way. You be happy. There are many things we have to do. So there is a long journey. The journey is very long. So you focus on that. We have to think seriously, else we end up miserably. We have to be very serious about it, otherwise our lives will become miserable. So next thing is, then let our minds throw out the rot. Do you know what is this rot? Unpleasant things. So throw out all the unpleasant things from our mind. You just take it away. Don't put trash in our mind. So why shouldn't we try to pray our problems away and improve the way we respond to God's perfect plan? The nation has a plan. The people have plans. So we need to focus on this, not unnecessary things which do not help us. So next lines are, devote our time to pious thoughts. Instead of putting all the trash in our minds, do you know what you need to do is dedicate our time, dedicate our life to holy. Pious means holy things. Pious, holy things, holy thoughts, and focus your mind on holy things. The next lines are, let us control the rights which leave us with no choice. If there are rights, if there are fights, if the fight quarrels among the people based on any caste, religion and region, do you know what happened? They will leave us with no choice. We don't have any other choice. We'll become homeless, we'll become fatherless, we'll become motherless. Do you know? So we'll lose many things. So the poet is requesting people, so you you please control the rights. No more fights. That is a really uncivilized culture. If you still focus on your caste, religion and fight for it, that is a stupid thing. So there is no stupid thing than that. But to hang our heads in shame and say we have miserably failed. If we do that, do you know what happened? We have to be in shame. We have to spend our time in shame, and our lives will become miserably failed. We have the power to win, so why not end this din? Din means a loud, unpleasant noise that lasts for a long time. We have the power to win. So what we have? We have power inside. With that power, we can do anything. So why not end this din? Why not we end this unpleasant, useless things? So we are making slow but steady progress towards fixing the country we love. Just as in the fight for our future, we have got the power. So use that power and we can achieve things in our lives. Let us unite. The poet is requesting people, let us unite and fight against those who incite, those who provoke people, those who start provoking others to do something. You fight against that. Let us not be misled by those who want to see our dead. The many are so inciting us, many are provoking us, misleading us, so that we will become useless. So we must be very careful. We are strong, united nation. We need to remember we are the strong, united nations because we are all the one. All we need is a bit of dedication. If you dedicate a bit, and we'll become, do you know what? We'll become a great nation. So this is all about a plea for India poem for class 10 briefly. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching.